Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this video presentation. Thank you. In today's video presentation, I'm going to share an article that I wrote several days ago, actually yesterday. I wrote this article to share information that I found or I experienced, discovered through my experience of having to revert my computer to factory settings after multiple tests, which I'll share in this article. To read the article, I'll put my glasses back on and bring up the article. I want to thank you for your time. You're an important part of my process. Here's the article. Computer Management, Restore Points, and Restoring to Factory Settings. Hello and welcome back to Second Chance to Live. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to visit with me. This past Sunday, I tried to log on to my computer, or I tried to log on to the internet with my computer. However, I got the message that my computer was not connecting. I tried accessing the internet several more times without success. Later in the day, I attempted to do a restore point, thinking that by doing a restore point that the computer would correct the problem so that I would be able to connect to the internet. I attempted to do a restore point because I had done various Windows updates and other program updates the night before, so on Saturday evening. I accessed the window inside my computer to do the restore point, and it also provides various options by repeatedly tapping on the F11 key at the top of both of our keyboards. I repeatedly tapped upon the F11 key once I turned on my computer using the button or the start button on my computer tower. I did this per instructions that I had received from previous conversations with technical support. Interestingly, interestingly, my computer mouse, seemed to work just fine in the area where I was doing the restore points using the F11 key, but would not work outside that particular area that I accessed by tapping on the F11 key. I like quotes, and here's one of those quotes. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer, and that's by Albert Einstein. This process has been tedious and laborious, but it's taught me some wonderful things. Let me continue. I performed several diagnostic tests by using the area by repeatedly tapping on the F11 key upon rebooting, starting the computer from the computer's tower. I share this information, so I'm giving you details, so in the event that you need to connect with the restore points or the diagnostic test area, you'll know how to do it. Once in the window, I ran various diagnostic tests, checking system information, the hard drive, the optical drive, and the CPU and memory, and found that all of these tests passed. By running these tests, I determined that the problem was not a hardware problem. I tried several more times to revert the computer by trying several other restore points by the process of tapping on the F11 key as I rebooted the computer again. I must have rebooted or started the computer up about 6, 8, maybe 10 times during this process in order to be able to access the area where the diagnostic tests were and the restore points and other tests were. There are other buttons such as the F8 button that will allow you to access other areas of the computer. So after calling the Geek Squad, the 800 number, and the HP tech support in India, both resulting in no specific resolution, I decided to take the computer into Best Buy and have their technicians look at the issue. After hooking up my computer to the system, they got the same results as I did. Neither the mouse nor the keyboard would work. The technician told me that to check the hardware and software of my computer, I would have to pay $200. The technician told me that if they found any hardware problems during their tests, I would have to pay extra for the hardware. With this information, I made the decision to bring the computer home and seek out other alternatives. When I got home, I called a friend who has helped me with my computer many times. He made a suggestion. After completing his instructions, my mouse and keyboard still would not work once I restarted the computer. I then attempted to do several other tests without success. I then made the nuclear decision to restore my computer to factory settings. I did a backup of my files, folders, pictures, and documents using the instructions given to me in the process of reverting my computer to factory options, which was the recommendation. After the backup was completed, I began the factory settings restoration. Once the restore to factory settings completed, I put my internet security, antivirus, anti-spam, and firewall back on my computer. I then began the process of starting the Windows updates. I found that I had 130 updates, which I let run overnight. I did a start of my computer to install the updates the following morning. I am in the process of restoring my files, or I restored my files to my computer the next day. The next day, I also began applying several more Windows updates to my computer. With time and patience, I now have my computer up and running again. Thank God. I share the above information with you for several reasons. If you have problems with your computer, it is not the end of the world, so to say. There are several options to consider and pursue. If you have an HP computer, upon restart of your computer, you can tap on the F11 key to open a window with various options to run tests, use restore points, help with startup problems, and as I've done, restore your computer to factory settings, as when you first got your computer. If you do not have an HP computer, no worries. The computer manufacturer that you have may have similar diagnostic tests, restore points, and restore to factory setting options built into your computer. Check with your computer's manufacturer. By doing so, you can investigate what may be causing the difficulties that you are experiencing in the operation of your problem without having to spend lots of money. One other suggestion that I have is to purchase an offsite backup service. Several years ago, a friend encouraged me to purchase such a service to protect my work. I'm glad that I followed my friend's suggestions by having such a service. I have the assurance that my files, folders, pictures, and documents are being backed up away from my home so that I will not lose my files, folders, pictures, and documents in case of a fire, computer crashing, a virus, my computer being stolen, or for some other reason I cannot access my files, folders, pictures, and documents. I use Carbonite.com to back up my work. I restored my files and folders, pictures, and documents to my computer using Carbonite.com. Carbonite's technical support helped me to complete this process by giving them a call. The process of restoring my files to my computer took time, but now I'm back where I was before my mouse and keyboard stopped working. I made the decision to restore my files and folders, pictures, and documents from Carbonite.com instead of using the backup disk that I made upon or before restoring my computer to factory settings. I did so because I wanted to make sure that I got all of my files and that they were put into the correct areas on my computer. There are other online backup services. In the event that you decide on Carbonite.com, and I provide a link to their website here on Second Chance to Live, to use as your online backup or online or off-site, away from your home, backup service, please let Carbonite.com know that I referred you when you are signing up for their service. And my name, as you know, is Craig J. Phillips. Thank you. This is the end of the video presentation of the article. I want to thank you for being here. In the event that you have questions, please send those questions to me. All questions are good questions. In the event that you'd like to leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. All questions are good questions, and all comments are welcome. Before I go, let me encourage you with this. Please do not give up on yourself, a loving God, or your process. More will be revealed in time. The pieces of the puzzle will come together for us in the correct order and at the right time. More will be revealed, my friend. Be encouraged. I'll say so long for now. Have a great day. So long now.